Good morning, Tigers, and welcome back to the world's greatest elementary school. We hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving and enjoyed your 4-day break. Tigers, we are into the holiday season, and this is our last week of our holiday toy drive that benefits the Maple Valley Food Bank. Remember, you can bring in a new unwrapped toy or a $25 gift card. All of the items brought in will be picked up by the food bank and distributed to families in need. The deadline for bringing in toys or gift cards is this Friday, December 2nd. Our goal at Shadow Lake is to collect 500 toys or 50 gift cards. Also for the goal, Mr. Abby and I myself will get pied in the face at our December 21st Holiday Spirit Assembly. So I kind of have a feeling it's going to happen. So talk to your parents, your families about bringing in a gift or a card donation in the next few days.
I have heard from a lot of Tigers who are looking forward to seeing you and me get pied. So, Mrs. Christensen, I wonder if that's going to happen. Let's keep those donations coming in, Tigers. I want to see it happen. Let's work together to brighten the holidays for those in our community who are in need. And hey, Tigers, besides December 2nd being the deadline for our gift drive, it's also the day for our PTA Holiday Craft Night. This Friday, December 2nd from 6:30 to 8:30 in the Commons, our amazing PTA is inviting you and your families to come in and work on some holiday crafts. They're going to have craft kits available for purchase that you and your family can paint and have a holiday decoration to put up at your house or as a present to give. More information and pictures of the craft kits are available on Tiger Family News or on our Shadow Lake website.
Awesome. Speaking of our PTA, I have the results of our October PTA calendar fundraiser to share with you all. We had 5 Tigers fill in all 31 days and earn a pizza party. So those students are Mason M. in Miss Belmondo's class, Drew H. in Mrs. Meek's class, Layla S. in Mrs. Kemp's room, Colby in Mrs. Bradley's room, and Bo W. in Mr. K's class. And we also have our class with the most participation, the class that earned the donut party, and our winner is the 5th graders in Mr. K's class. Thank you to everyone that participated to help support our PTA. Because we do fundraisers like this, it helps our PTA put on special events like the event I get to talk about next. On Thursday, December 8th, our PTA in the Maple Valley King County Library is hosting our Shadow Lake Library Night. From 6 to 7:30, you and your whole family are invited to the Maple Valley Library. There'll be snacks, story time, face painting, magic tricks, Legos, music, and an indoor snowball fight. Whew, it's going to be a fun event, and we hope to see you and your family there.
Oh, I am so looking forward to the library night. And speaking of the library, that reminds me about something that goes along with the library, and that is our Pause reading program. Tigers, don't forget that your November Pause reading logs are due this Thursday, December 1st, because it's the first day of the month. And then on Thursday, you can start filling in your December Pause reading logs, and we'll see how many of you can earn the prizes for December.
Nice. And now that we are at the end of November, that also means it's time to recognize our November Students of the Month. For this month, we have been focusing on the Future Ready trait of being a responsible decision maker. These are students who make good decisions. Over the next couple of days, teachers will be awarding certificates to our November Students of the Month. And then on Wednesday morning, we'll be calling all our Students of the Month to come to the courtyard with their certificates so we can take their pictures. We will have our Students of the Month for November featured next week on Tiger TV. And we will also post their pictures on the Student of the Month display board in the 500 Hall by the Commons. And then on Thursday, we start the month of December, and our focus will shift to being quality producers. These are students who produce work they can be proud of.
We have so many amazing students, and I am so looking forward to see all those students who come down on Wednesday holding their certificates, and we can recognize them. And I'm super excited to see all of you in December who show the quality of being a quality producer. All right, Tigers, we have this week's lunch menu. Today, we are having mozzarella breadsticks. Tomorrow, Tuesday, is going to be chicken nuggets. Then on Wednesday, we're going to be having corn dog. Thursday is going to be chicken burger, and then Friday. Friday always wonder. How about pizza? And then Tigers, this Friday our PTA is also going to have popcorn available at lunch recesses. Now don't forget to show the Tiger way while you're enjoying your popcorn in the covered area on Friday. Let's do our part to keep the covered area clean and take care of throwing away any trash and garbage and picking up any popcorn that may drop on the ground out there.
Most definitely. All right, Tigers, it is time to recognize more of our amazing Tigers who have been earning those Tiger Pod tickets and were selected in this week's drawing. For kindergarten, we have Emma in Mrs. Stamp's class, Gigi in Mrs. Hurley's class, Emma in Mrs. Belmondo's class, and Riker in Mrs. K's class.
All right, moving on to first grade. Our winners are Stella in Mrs. Roberts' room. Scarlett, congratulations, you're the winner in Mrs. Hanson's class. Lexi, you're the winner in Mrs. Yassine's room. And then Whitman, you're the winner in Mrs. Riley's class. And then Mayana, you were selected in Mrs. Nelson's class. Congratulations, first graders.
Nice job. Moving on to second grade. We have Thomas in Mrs. Kortenkamp's class. We have Emma in Mrs. Kemp's room. Mackenzie, you're the winner in Mrs. Shireman's room. And Henry, you are the winner in Mrs. Meek's class.
3 Emmas so far this week. Wow, that's awesome. All right, for third grade, our winners are David in Mrs. Boyle's room. Colton, you were selected in Mr. McMaster's class. Wes, you're the winner in Miss McAllen's room. And then Joshua, you were selected in Mrs. Oval's class.
Very nice, third graders. For fourth grade, our winners are Amy in Mrs. Bradley's class, then Avery in Mrs. Moffat's room, and Damien in Mrs. Isley's class.
All right, last but not least, fifth grade winners. Shannon, you were selected in Mr. K's room. Michael, you're the winner in Mrs. Licious' class. And then Leona, you were the winner in Mrs. McCutcheon's room.
Very nice job, boys and girls. Winners, when it is convenient for your teachers, they can send you to the office to pick up your prize from the Tiger Paw Treasure Chest. All right, Mr. Abbey, what's going on with story time today?
You know, keeping up with the tradition of, the toy drive, Mrs. Smith, our Shadow Lake librarian, is reading a story called Toys in Space.
Oh, nice. All right, Tigers, we hope you all have a great week. And remember,
it's a great day to be a Tiger.
Hey Tigers, welcome back to Storytime. I hope you guys had a great long weekend, and today is going to be a fun day because I'm going to read Toys in Space, because we still have one more week for our toy drive, and I want everyone to participate. If you're able to, you bring in, it can be a small toy, a big toy, it can be a gift card, and then we're able to help our community. So I thought I'd pick this one just because it's fun, and it says Toys in Space. This is written by Minnie Gray. All right. That summer night, for the first time, the toys were left outside. The sun went down, the sky grew dark, and for the very first time, the toys saw this. Everyone was quiet for a while. And then, what's those? They're the stars, silly. Dang it, don't you know what the star is? I don't like the dark. Ooh, I may get damp. I'm scared. It's going to be a long night. We need someone to tell us a story, said the Blue Rabbit. The Wonder Doll thought for a moment, and then she began. Once upon a time, the Wonder Doll said, there were 7 toys left out in the garden. A resourceful pink horse, a brave small sheep, a clever blue rabbit, a strong little cowboy, a thoughtful green dinosaur, a helpful wind-up robot, and a Wonder Doll. Well, the sun went down, and the toys saw the stars for the very first time. And then one of the stars started to grow. It got bigger and bigger and bigger. And the toys realized it was actually not a star at all. It was a spaceship. And the spaceship opened up a bright hole and beamed the toys up into it. Help! I'm scared. You ninny. I'm not scared of aliens. What's aliens? Well, went on the Wonder Doll, the toys were inside the spaceship and feeling a bit worried, as you can imagine. Then a door opened. It's a drooling alien. It probably likes to eat pink felt. It might drool at the toys. No dang alien's drooling on me. Someone might get their stuffing probed. And the toys saw a shadow in the doorway. In came a space creature. What did it look like? Was it drooling? It looked rather like a glove, and it was wearing pajamas, and its eyes were red from crying. What was it called? We will call it the Hoctopies for now. The Hoctopies looked carefully at the toys, but none was the toy it was searching for. The Hoctopies showed the toys a picture of its Cuddles, who was lost. Lost Cuddles. It took them to the room of 1,000 lost toys it had collected from them from gardens all over the earth. Hey, you can't just take people's toys without asking. They all belong to somebody. They will be missed. Doesn't it know that stealing toys is wrong? The Hoctopies must send 1,000 toys back. The toys helped the Hoctopies to realize that all those 1,000 lost toys had to be returned to their real homes. But how do they know where to send them? Luckily, the Hoctopies was very organized and had labeled them all with their addresses. It put a stamp on each label to help with the delivery. Then they parachuted all the lost toys down to Earth. Once they had gone, the Hoctopi sat down and cried. It still didn't have its Cuddles. The toys need to make it feel better. Then the dinosaur had an idea. They could have a party to cheer up the Hoctopies. Everyone had jobs to do. Blue Rabbit and Pink Horse made a cake. Wonder Doll and Small Sheep made party hats. And Robot and Dinosaur did the decorations. And what about the cowboy? What did the cowboy do? The cowboy organized all the games. Hey, you, stop, you're out. They played musical chairs and musical statues. It turned out that the Hoctopies was outstandingly good at musical statues and won every time. What was the prize? They gave it the Wonder Dolls medal as the prize. But the toys can't stay in space forever. They need to go home. Someone will be missing them. Our toys have to return, the Wonder Doll carried on. They each hold a balloon to drift down, and everybody takes a piece of cake. The Hoctopies waves goodbye. And down, down, down through dark space and into blue sky and through clouds and toward the ground float the toys. The Wonder Doll stopped. The toys opened their eyes. The dawn had happened. It was a new day, and soon they would be found. But what about that story? Does the Hoctopies find its Cuddles? Will there be a happy ending? I do hope there will be a happy ending. Dang it, you soft-headed reptile, you ain't made it up yet? Oh, yes, said the Wonder Doll. Of course it will find its Cuddles. It will be in the last place it looks. There it is, beaming. Oh, they found it. He found it. Things always are. That's right. When we misplace something, they're always in the last place we look. All right, Tigers, that was Toys in Space. I hope you enjoyed that one. Remember, it's a toy drive all this week, so you have all week to bring in a brand new toy or a gift card and share it with our community. All right, remember, it's always a great day to be a Tiger.